Welcome to Nerd's Kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how to make a cream stew from Genshin Impact. A creamy delicacy that is Barbara's favorite. So, let's get on to it. So let's address the soup first. Now you could of course skip this step entirely and just buy pre-made chicken stock or vegetable stock at the shop. But I believe that making your own stock at home is taking the soup from just good to amazing. So to make your own vegetable stock is extremely simple. All you need is 2 onions, a bunch of chopped up carrots, and don't worry about the skin, leave it all on, because that is gonna enhance your flavor and give an extra kick that will make this stock better than anything you'll buy in the shop. The base of the stock is extremely simple. All you need is carrots, onions and celery. But if you want to make it extra special, well, I suggest adding all of the random scraps you have at your home. I tend to freeze scraps from other videos, for example, tomato tops, cabbage leftover, pepper tops, all of that good stuff you don't usually use. I even had this zucchini in there because I had one left over and I had nothing to do with it. Now if you want to add a bit of garlic, I would suggest cracking a few cloves open and just letting them in with the skin. Once you have all of your vegetables sorted out, you cover it all with water and let it sit for 1 to 2 hours, maybe even 3. Now you don't want all of your water to boil away, but you want all the tastiness that are inside our vegetables to gather around and infuse the water to make our stock. Once our vegetables are covered with water, we're going to bring it to a boil and then reduce to a simmer, letting it cook for 2 to 3 hours. After a few hours, we're going to end up with this beautiful and rich vegetable stock. I can promise you, you will know you've done it right by the incredible smell that will spread throughout your entire house. We're going to slowly fish out the vegetables and then strain the stock. Now look at that beautiful stock. It's rich in flavor, colorful thanks to the onion skin, and it's just beautiful and incredible to smell. However, it's not ready yet. First, once everything is strained through, we're gonna need to season it. So add salt and pepper and taste. Once the seasoning are set in place, we can use it for a stew. Now let's move on to our meat. We've diced and cubed 1 kilogram or 2 pounds of chicken meat. And to top that, we're going to be adding a generous pinch of pepper and a whole teaspoon of salt. Now this is optional. To add a little extra chicken filling, we're adding 1.5 teaspoons of chicken stock, a pinch of Cajun, a big teaspoon of smoked paprika, obviously my favorite flavor, and half a teaspoon of oregano. Now optionally, if you want to make it spicy, I add half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And to mix all of that mixture, we're adding 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Now mixing this all together, we can leave it to marinate while our stock cooks. Now we're going to be picking a single pot that we're going to be cooking all of our meat in. Now this pot is very important to be big enough so you can store the rest of your stew, since you want all of that richness and flavors that are at the bottom of your meat to gather up and add texture to our stew. So we're going to be cooking our meat for 10 minutes, and now it should be beautifully golden browned and slightly white on the edges. To this we're going to be adding 4 cups of our homemade vegetable stock, which, believe me, is gonna make our stew 10 times better than anything you can buy at store. Now this stew we're going to be cooking for 10 minutes on simmer. Make sure to bring it to a boil beforehand. The richness that gathered at the bottom of our pot from cooking the meat is gonna add to the stew and take it an extra step to be extra special. After 10 minutes of boiling, we're going to be adding our cream, of course, which is 250 milligrams of heavy cream. Mixing it all together and bringing it into a boil once again, we're going to be cooking it for 5 minutes. And after 5 long minutes, we're gonna see that our stew is changing color into white. To that we're going to be adding chopped parsley and cooking for another 5 extra minutes. And that's it, our stew is ready to serve. We're going to plate up a few beautiful chunks of meat. Top it of course with our amazingly smelling cream stew. And now let's garnish it with a little extra leaves and of course extra cream on top. And look at that, isn't it just beautiful? If you enjoyed my video, make sure to check out the rest of my recipes on my channel. I make food from games and shows, so leave down in the comments if you want to have any food made from your favorite game or show. Thank you for watching, leave a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.